Ivory Soul's Journey Tarot. Just a quick stop by. Beautiful energy, peaceful energy, pre. We're in the pre phases, folks. The energy is there. I feel great. Grand Rising, great day. Hopefully everybody is having a wonderful day. We'll see what's going on. I'll come back and do a video later on, but I just wanted to stop by this morning. Haven't been on in a couple of days. Very extremely busy. So I appreciate everybody's continued support. Um, don't forget, folks, make sure that you are in balance with yourself. And what I mean by in balance, I mean be balanced within yourself. And the reason why I say that, because this eclipse it's not one of those normal energies. These are rare energies that we're encountering personally, economically, socially, um, spiritually. Lot of rebirth, lot of rebirth, lot of eclipse. Basically, getting rid of things that no longer serves you. Things that it could be anyway, bad habits, relationships, anything, folks, anything. This energy is going to be one for the ages. Now, and the reason why I'm saying this here is because of all the squares and the injunctions, the oppositions, the trines, the sextiles, all of these things. The thing that I love about energy is, number one, once you come to the conclusion and not guessing, that everything is energy, and you approach it like that. Well, we all like to say, as above, so below. It sounds so good, but it's so real, because what's up above your head right now is going to have a drastic effect for the next 6 months. Immediately. That's the immediate future effect of this here lunar eclipse, this full moon, and it's in Scorpio. We all know what Scorpio is. We all know what it represents. But you also have to realize that right now in that eighth house, if you will, um, all of us can embody. Everybody has Scorpio in their chart, whether you have no planets, no whatever. Everybody on this planet has Scorpio somewhere in your chart. And what I'm simply saying is, everybody is going to be affected by this. Everybody, in some form or fashion, everybody will be affected. When you got Chiron in that, you got Chiron sitting in the eighth house. That's shadow. That's past life. That's past life lessons. That's this life lessons. It's so much going on. And then when you look at the opposite, you got Chiron in the eighth, and then you got what's that? You have um, North Node. You have North Node, and my mind kind of went blank. Second house. Then you got all of this Venus energy, folks. And with Pluto, with Pluto being in retrograde, folks, oh man, in Aquarius, and then it's going to be transiting or waxing towards back to Capricorn for a short period of time. Look around the world. I mean, you got Mercury retrograde. Listen, I don't care what happens. I don't care what happens. You can just turn on your TV right now, and everything that I'm talking about, from an energy or a astrological or a destined or fated standpoint, is happening. You got people right now, they don't even want to be with who they're with, and they know it. with that Pluto. And then when you're talking about Pisces, and it's just so much when you're talking about Pisces and you got Saturn sitting there. I'll go over this week astrological. I'll do a video, but the main thing right now is today is the 3rd. We know we have this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. A lot of shit from the past is coming up. A lot of shit. Your dark shit, your shadow shit that you've been hiding from the world, other people that you didn't want people to see and didn't want people to know about. Well, you just one human. You got to realize that up above your head, right? Up above your head, that energy is so much more powerful than your own energy. Things hidden, secrets, all of that shit. With this, I'm telling you, with this Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, with this Mars energy, with this Venus energy, with this Chiron energy, with this Saturn energy, you know, for the past 18 years, anything that you've dealt with, I'm telling you, it's just a lot of energy, folks. It's a lot of energy. Death is inevitable on any given day, but when you have this energy with South Node in Scorpio, lunar eclipse in Scorpio, oh my goodness, it's just the energy is just, I enjoy. It's not so, the tarot, I get it. It's just that it has been watered down. The energies of tarot has been watered down over the centuries because anytime, let's say, like, if you go out and you make the first, how can I say it? Let's say you go out and you made the first chicken sandwich. Say you was the first one to come up with chicken sandwich. All right. Then somebody else comes along that worked for you, or they was around you, or you taught them, you trained them, what have you. Then they go out and create their version of a chicken sandwich with the base energy and the base knowledge of what you taught them, right? The same way it is with everything in life. You know, you got people out here, when you're dealing with tarot, you got to go back to the origin. Excuse me. And once you go back to the origin, you'll realize that the version of tarot that you and we hear and we watch or what have you today, that energy has been altered. So even the meanings, even the cards, you know, these are not the original cards of tarot. And those that are not connected, and in other words, when I say connected, I mean connected in terms of you are connected to source, you connected to spirit, you connected to past life, you're connected to God. If you connected to source, if you're not connected, it's gonna show. Because when you go out here, for those out there that may have their own personal deck of tarot cards, let me tell you something. You will get more intuitive downloads and more understanding on your own than you will get from most, not all, but from most of these readers out here. Yeah, I know some people say, well, it's hard for me to, you know, do a reading on myself. I don't do readings on myself. I don't. I just do energy check. Because your energy, then now once you line up your energy with, for example, when you line up your energy with, how can I say it, with what's above your head, the planets, the eclipse, all of this energy, the moon, things of this nature, you will find out that it's affecting you. You ain't got to admit it, but it's affecting you. And I have to say this here, in all honesty, there's just a lot going on globally. You know, people hiding shit, yeah. See, here's one of the things. All of this here secrets, and I'm gonna give you an example, y'all, how this shit work from a global standpoint that you can look outside of yourself. When you think about people, and I'm just gonna say this here, not from a political standpoint. You got a man, you got the president's son. Listen to me good, y'all. You got the president's son who has a child. This is that Mercury retrograde. This is that Pluto. This is that Chiron. Listen, you got a president who has a son that's a deadbeat. Now he wants to go in there, a deadbeat, and try to lower his child support. Now, knowing that there's so much other dark shit and shadow shit and hidden shit going on in this man's life that he don't want the world to know about because it's going to lead back to some people that don't want it to be back on them. For example, yeah, now this here judge, if you will, this child support judge, want to know where you making your money. You said you want to lower you're deadbeat, you behind, and you want to lower your child support, right? You sleeping in the Oval Office, you getting all this money. All right, so that judge is gonna peel back those energy layers. Y'all gonna find out some shit. Because you may hide from this, or you may hide from this, and you may keep shit away from this, and you may keep shit away from this. But when it comes to child support and a child, trust me, when it comes to child support and a child in a court, that judge has the right to know where you, all of your paintings, you know damn well you ain't no paintings. Who, no painter, no artist. Who buying these paintings? It's cover up, right? So the judge want to know, okay, so you getting this money from when you were serving on the board and all this shit finna come up. And it's going to send this country into a political tailspin because it's going to expose other people who don't want to be exposed. It's just as simple as that. Also, pay attention to the money, finances, Scorpio, other people's money. Pay attention because some people that are codependent on other people's money, this eclipse is in Pluto and Aquarius and retrograde. Hold on. Pluto in retrograde, a lot of this codependency, eclipse gonna handle some of that. A lot of emotions, a lot of people. This is a Mars eclipse, meaning that it's a lot of action, a lot of determination. People are determined. There's a lot of impulsive energy that's above your head and above my head right now. Radical changes, radical decisions. It's just so much going on, folks. Thanks to everybody who has been sending positive energy towards Pops. All right. Everything that's meant to happen is happening in and around your life, in and around my life, in and around your local area, in and around your family, in and around government, religions, wars, all of this here. You're getting ready to see major global changes. All and the igniting energy is that Pluto in Aquarius, even though it's in retrograde. Now, you're going to get back to the dark side for a little while because Pluto is going to transit back to Capricorn. And when this happens, now you're going to see things, dark shit about governments, institutions, people's dark side, manipulative, deceptions, all of this here stuff, because Pluto don't like being in Capricorn, because in Capricorn or the 10th house, that's where we get a lot of hiddenness, achievements, What have you been trying to achieve? How has you been trying to achieve it? Was you doing it from a manipulative standpoint? Pluto in Aquarius retrograde, and then Pluto in Capricorn soon, it's going to expose a lot of shit. A lot of people from the past, a lot of things from the past life, lessons haven't learned, coming back up, Wheel of Fortunes in reverse, worlds in reverse, deaths in reverse, all of this stuff. This is what's going on up above your head. All right? We'll come back and we'll chat with y'all a little while later. I'm yours truly, Ivory. Peace and blessings.